The end is not in sight. Not to this journey, nor to the constant stream of people wanting to come to Europe. They're making their way towards a frontier that remains mostly closed. But they're not deterred. Many have come from Syria or from Iraq, from war and from chaos. Somewhere at the end of this road, they believe, lies a promised land. But Europe itself is in crisis, as it struggles to figure out what to do. At the border, a tent city has sprung up and it's growing fast. Today's promise of EU money is perhaps a sticking plaster, but with hundreds, maybe thousands arriving every day, it's certainly not a solution.
In 2 or 3 weeks we will have 100,000 people in Greece. So it means that the European countries will have to take a decision. I know that today there is a meeting in order to give some money for Greece, but it's more than this. It's to find a common solution among the different countries in order to help these people.
Greece wants EU member states to agree on a quota system to share the burden. So does Germany, which took in more than 1 million people last year. But the countries in between do not agree. On the Macedonian side of the border today, we saw police from Slovakia, the Czech Republic and Austria. Their aim is to keep the migrants out. Save our children, open the borders, they chant. 2 days ago, they forced their way through this fence, only to be pushed back by the Macedonian riot police, who fired tear gas into the crowd.
They have to open the border. We cannot die here. I am running from the war. I am not from Daesh. I am not from Nasra. I'm just a man, have children, want to live in peace.
After the incident on Monday, Macedonia closed the border altogether. As a crowd gathered at the crossing this morning, tempers began to fray.
Well, it looks like they are preparing to let a small number through. Only about 100 or so, the police say here. Meanwhile, there are hundreds upon hundreds arriving all the time.
Of the handful we saw cross, most were immediately sent back, either because they weren't from Iraq or Syria, or because their papers weren't in order. The Greek Prime Minister has warned his country is becoming a warehouse of souls, trapped halfway along a treacherous journey. As the numbers build up, so does the tension.
They're saying a woman just tried to set herself on fire just now.
They carry her off in search of a doctor. Her children have already crossed the border, friends tell us. For her, the waiting has become too much. An estimated 40% of the people waiting to cross at the border here are children. Piman and Bahzad Ibrahim spent thousands of euros to get this far from their home in northern Syria. All of this uncertainty is beginning to take its toll on them, and especially their 3 kids.
Because you left everything, your memory, your family, because my mom's still here, there, my sister's still there, and our family are still there. Now, when we decide to come, only for future of our kids.
Did you expect it to be like this?
No.
What
Never.
did you expect?
Expect it will be better, because we hear that maybe they will stay here only 3 hours or 1 day, and not too much people like this.
We hope they can, European Union, they can take a good decision for us, because we are already past the borders. We are here now.
It's not just the migrants and the refugees who are feeling the strain. It's being felt here in Greece and beyond this border fence, all the way across the EU.
There must be something so tantalizing about these tracks. One single railway network connecting the whole of Europe. But this is potentially the most serious crisis to face the European Union, and at the moment it's simply failing to provide an answer.
This country is in the grip of a crippling economic crisis. It surely cannot cope with this influx on its own. But the other nations of the EU, also weary of austerity, are implacably divided over how much they can or should do to help others before they help themselves.